My brother sold our childhood home without telling me. When I walked up the driveway, I froze. The "for sale" sign was gone, and moving vans were lined up at the curb. My brother, Kyle, was directing the movers like this was normal, like I wasn't standing there watching our entire childhood vanish before my eyes. I'm 29, he's 32. We grew up in this house, the tree in the front yard, the squeaky attic floorboards, the basement where we built forts. Every corner, every wall, every scratch on the doorframe held a memory. And now, strangers were carrying our memories out the door. "Kyle, what the hell is going on?" I shouted, my voice cracking from disbelief and fury. He looked up with that fake calm he always had. "Relax, man. Everything's fine. I took care of it." "Fine? You sold it? Without even telling me?" My hands were shaking. I wanted to hit him. I wanted to scream. But I just stood there, paralyzed. He shrugged. "You were busy. Thought I'd handle it. You'll get your share." I didn't move. I just watched people load our childhood onto trucks. Our pictures, my baseball trophies, Mom's old piano, Dad's tool bench, all gone. I couldn't process it. Not yet. I walked through the house one last time, touching the walls, the door frames, the floors, trying to imprint the memories in my head. That's when I noticed it. A drawer left slightly open in the study, a stack of letters addressed to Dad. I didn't know what compelled me, but I opened them. Handwriting I hadn't seen in years, letters from someone called ML, dating back 10 years. As I skimmed through, my stomach dropped. My dad had been hiding something, big time. Every letter hinted at secret meetings, coded messages, and mentions of the trust. None of this was about money. It was about something else, something dangerous. The letters mentioned names I didn't recognize, locations I'd never been to, and cryptic instructions. Deliver at midnight. No one must see. Burn after reading. Trust no one. I sat down on Dad's old armchair, heart racing. I knew two things. Kyle knew, and the movers might already have taken it. I confronted Kyle later that evening. The air in the kitchen was thick. "Why did you sell the house without telling me?" He leaned back in his chair, smirking. "I didn't just sell it. I needed you out of the picture. You'd have freaked if you knew what was in the study. I had to move fast." "What are you talking about?" He hesitated. Then, almost reluctantly, he admitted it. Our father wasn't just a regular accountant. He'd been secretly running a network of information for some shadowy group. The letters were instructions, dead drops, secret codes, and the house. It had a hidden room in the basement no one knew about. Kyle sold the house because he wanted the room for himself. He wanted whatever Dad left behind, and I was in the way. The realization hit me like a truck. Everything I knew about my family, my childhood, even my father's death, it was all a lie. I had thought he'd just been a quiet, hard-working man. Now it seemed he had been a man living a double life, and his secrets had just become mine to deal with. I immediately ran to the basement, hoping to find something, anything, but it was too late. Concrete walls stared back at me. No hidden door, nothing but dust and the smell of old wood. I felt sick. I wanted to scream, but no sound came out. Over the next few days, I tried contacting Kyle. No answer, no texts, no calls. It was like he'd vanished. I checked with friends, neighbors, anyone who might have seen him. Nothing. Then, one evening, I received a small envelope slipped under my new apartment door. No return address. I tore it open. Inside, a single line was scrawled in black ink. "Everything you think you knew about him and us is a lie. Find the map before they do." A map? My hands shook as I examined it. The map looked like an old hand-drawn blueprint of the basement of our childhood home. Marked on it were symbols I didn't recognize, and one particular spot was circled, right where the fireplace had been. My pulse raced. I remembered the fireplace. Dad always said the bricks were just decorative, but now, maybe not. I had no way of reaching Kyle, no idea who they were, and the clock was ticking. Whoever had been after Dad's secrets was still out there, and apparently, Kyle had thrown himself into the middle of it. I decided I had no choice. I would finish what Dad started. I went online, researching the names and codes from the letters. I traced old real estate documents, tried to find any connection between Kyle and these mysterious entities. It wasn't long before I realized someone was watching. A car had been following me for the past 2 days. Every turn I took, the same black SUV would appear. I tried to stay calm, but I could feel the fear creeping in. I couldn't go back to the childhood home. It had been sold. I needed a new plan. I rented a storage unit nearby, moved any remaining personal items I had, and started digging through the letters again. One night, after hours of studying, I found something I'd missed before. A loose envelope taped to the bottom of the drawer. Inside, a small key and a note. Use wisely, only for the one who knows the family. My hands trembled as I turned it over. Could this key open the hidden room, or was it a trap left by Dad to protect his secrets? The next day, I went back to the now empty property, hoping the new owners weren't home. The key fit into a tiny hidden slot behind the fireplace. A door clicked. Dust and cobwebs fell around me as I opened it. Inside was a small room filled with old ledgers, boxes, and crates of documents. Some were maps, others letters. Some had names crossed out, some were photographs. And in the corner, a small wooden chest with my father's initials carved on it. As I opened the chest, I found an envelope with my name on it. If you are reading this, it means Kyle has sold the house and you are on your own. Trust no one. Protect the legacy. Everything is in this chest, the code, the contacts, the passwords. Do not let them get it. I looked around, heart pounding. Every sound outside made me flinch. The room was a goldmine of secrets, but it also painted a target on my back. Whoever had been after Dad's network would stop at nothing to get it now. Days turned into nights as I sorted through the chest, deciphering codes, tracking old contacts, and trying to understand the world my father had lived in. Kyle's absence gnawed at me. I knew he had taken a piece of it with him, but I had to finish what he had started. Weeks later, I got a tip, a message left under my door, unsigned with coordinates. Someone knew I had found the hidden room. Someone wanted me to follow the trail. I knew it would be dangerous, but I had no choice. I had to uncover the full truth. And so I packed the chest, my laptop, and a few essentials. I left my apartment in the dead of night, feeling the weight of the past on my shoulders. As I drove toward the coordinates, I looked back one last time. My childhood was gone, my brother was a ghost, and my father's secrets were mine to protect. But I also knew this. I wasn't going to run from it. I was going to uncover the truth. The night was silent, but my mind raced. Whatever awaited me, I was ready. And deep down, I knew the journey ahead would change my life forever. Because some legacies are worth fighting for, even if it means facing the family you thought you knew.